On today's wrestling news, we've got a backstage update on the Lucha Brothers WWE/AEW situation.
MJF joins Happy Gilmore 2.
Swerve Strickland lets slip an AEW secret.
Thunder Rosa tells Dave Meltzer to stop lying.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the news times? My name is Phil Chambers and I'm joined by Gareth Morgan to talk all things wrestling. But first up, Lucha Brothers and AEW and WWE. It's a little bit messy, let's say. But we've got a big update on it all from Fightful Select, who have been doing some good work as always. Now, they say that the Lucha Brothers will be staying in AEW for now. They have had time added to their contracts due to injury. They reported earlier that the contracts were up this year and that WWE did want them. And Penta told people back in June that they'd kind of spoke with WWE and that they were going to be a package deal for both of them and that they were going to go straight to the main roster. Now, AEW obviously became aware of this because it seems like he was talking about it quite openly, and they offered him them both contracts this summer, and they had plans for them to win the trios titles along with Pac at All In. Obviously that didn't happen because they didn't actually sign the contracts, and then they went a different direction with Pac and Blackpool Combat Club at All In. But sources said that even though they didn't sign the new deals, they hadn't had any discussions about plans to leave and how that was going to sort of break down. The Wrestling Observer first reported that time had been added onto their contracts, or added onto Penta's deal at least, due to injury, and that Fenix had substantially more time that could be added, and Fightful are corroborating this. Now, Fenix has missed over 6 months from October 23rd October of 2023 to June 2024. He missed over 3 months from January to April in 2022 and 3 months in 2021 as well, which is quite a chunk of time that they can now add onto Fenix's contract. So it's going to be a while until we see the Lucha Brothers in WWE. Now, no word on if they're actually going to be used in that time, although contract talents are usually expected within AEW to sort of put talent over as they are on the way out, obviously, as you would. But yeah, no word on whether they are actually going to be used or whether they're just kind of going to be shelved for 12 months and just pay them and leave them over there and forget about them. We'll have to wait and see what AEW's plans are on that. And contrary to reports, Penta and Fenix are not signed by WWE in any capacity, and WWE has never acknowledged any reports or rumors about them in any official capacity. So that is kind of a rumor killer of the Lucha Brothers heading over to WWE, at least anytime soon. Looks like it's going to be at least a year, at least until Fenix is out of his AEW contract.
Yeah, it's a bit of a messy one, this, isn't it? Because it's quite clear from all the rumblings and the talk and everything else that they want out. They very much seem like they have a position there in WWE if they want it, and they do seem like they want it. And now, for me, it does feel like a case of AEW going, what can we do? Like, is there any kind of loopholes we have in this contract? Like, is there any way that we can keep them from going, okay, we have all this time that Phoenix in particular has had, like, he's been injured, which they're fully within their rights to do. Like, there's no, like, they're not doing anything illegal. That is, like, that time's there. Like, they were on the shelf. They were being paid and they were being, like, looked after and all the rest of it, and now they can take that back. That is fine, but it's just one of those things where I can't remember AEW doing this with anyone else. Do you know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah,
I don't
it feels
know
like more of a spike move to stop them going to WWE rather than just extending their contract because they can, and then like re-signing it. I think another one down the line, and it's not like WWE has never done anything like this. By the way, like this is definitely not just an AEW thing.
But this feels like the first time that I can recall where AEW haven't really played quote unquote nice. Have they? They've gone, okay, we'll flex our muscles a little bit here and go, well, we don't have to do anything. And they tend to, when people do want to get out of the contracts, they tend to be quite open and go, okay, if you don't want to be here, that's fine. You go and do your thing. But you kind of respect it in a way because, like, it's them not being walked over in a sense and bullied into letting go of these people just because they want to go elsewhere. If you sign a contract, you read that contract, and in the terms, if it says you have any injury time, whatever it is, you have to kind of make that time back up. You sign the contract, and that is what it is. So, but then on the other side of it, I just want everyone to be happy and everyone to be paid well and just to enjoy the workplace. So I don't know if there's been any rumblings of them really just being annoyed by this and aggravated by it. They might just be super professional and go, you know what, right, fine, that is the way it is. We'll take our medicine, we'll have another year, and we'll put everyone over on the way out. They might do that, and from the signs of things, like they've been pretty loyal to AEW and they've worked their asses off for them, so they could just do that. Or if it starts like being revealed that they're not happy about this situation and they do start downing tools and everything else like that, you can just leave them on the shelf for a year, but who do you really help in that? Like, if anything, just keeping them off screen makes people want to see them more, so when they do eventually come back on WWE, they'll probably be even bigger, because they'll be like, oh, we've not seen you for a while. Like, that's the way it works in wrestling. So if that does happen, they're all hypothetical situations here, but if that does start happening and they do start getting annoyed by the situation, let them go. You know what I mean? It's one of those, like, you get somebody else. They're not lost in that division right now, are they? Like, they're not missed, sorry. Like, the division's got plenty of other people going on. So yeah, but that's one just keep an eye on. I think there will be more information, more details about that one dropping in the next couple of weeks. But speaking of things dropping, like over the last day or so, that are quite interesting to do with AEW, MJF is apparently doing a bit more of the acting stuff. He's done a lot of it, obviously, recently. He was in Iron Claw. The Iron Claw is dead good in that. Like, he's had a couple of roles that he's been filming as well at the same time. We'll talk about them a bit later on, but the most recent big thing that he's been attached to is Happy Gilmore 2. Yeah, there you go. So the sequel to Happy Gilmore. I love that film. Big fan of just to tap it in, give it a tap it. Love Happy Gilmore. So he's in that. That's an exclusive from Deadline. And yeah, there's no real details of what that role is. Like, it's been kept very much under wraps.
If it's not him playing the sort of sequel version of Shooter McGavin, then I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, he's got to be Shooter's son. Could you imagine? He's perfect.
Yes.
Oh, he'd be a great Shooter's son. So yeah, that there you go. We just dropped it there. Sauce is just in. He's playing Shooter McGavin's son. No, we don't know that. We want that though. Yeah, there's been a lot of people teased, obviously, to appear in this as well. Like, Shooter McGavin is coming back. Christopher McDonald, Julie Bowen's back as well as Virginia Venit, can't remember. And then Sandler's also mentioned, he's teased that Travis Kelce, if that's how you say his name, the NFL guy. I'm just not really big into that sport, as you can tell.
No idea.
He could be on board for a cameo. Bad Bunny's in it as well. So all the wrestling stuff. There you go. There's the match. Hey, let's see Bad Bunny and MJF have a match within Happy Gilmore 2 on a golf course. That'd be great. So, yeah, like I said, he's had a lot of things that he's been doing recently. He did The Iron Claw, which was obviously really well received. Great film. Very bleak, but great film. And he just recently wrapped production on an independent comedy known as The Floaters, and that's got Seth Green and Aya Cash in it. He's also shot Clark Duke's sophomore feature film. This is all according to Deadline's write-up on it. That one's called Stranglehold, and that's alongside Ron Perlman. And yeah, that looks like it's going to be an interesting one as well. So MJF's doing quite well right now. Like, he's managing to juggle the wrestling life and the acting life as well, and do it in a way where he can still quite consistently appear for AEW. So he's working his ass off, but I'm excited about this. I love Happy Gilmore, so I will be keeping a close eye on that film. Very quickly as well, though, it's this one is directed by Kyle Newacek, script by Adam Sandler and Tim Herlihy, I'm going to go for. And yeah, it's going to be produced by Jack Geraputo and Robert Simons, I think it is. Yeah, just got to throw those big, like, creative names out there as well behind this film. But yeah, that's intriguing to see what's going to happen there.
Yeah, I like this just for MJF. Like, you may as well go out and get your stuff while you can. Nothing like just kind of, jumping on your opportunities and taking them while you've got them. So yeah, I'm very intrigued as to see what MJF's going to be like as an actor. He's obviously going to be great at it. Just look at his promo stuff. Kind of looks like he's just going to be a perfect fit. So I'm very intrigued by Happy Gilmore. I've not watched Happy Gilmore in a long ass time.
Check it out. I don't know if it's on Netflix. But I think Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be on Netflix. It's going to be there. But yeah, just check it out, man. It's such a good chilled weekend film. Great film.
But moving over, Swerve Strickland has maybe let something slip that maybe he shouldn't have. I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit of a strange little clip in a video. But anyway, it's about AEW and being on Fox. Now, there's still nothing official about it. and it's obviously, more AEW TV deal news, which, I mean, at this point, I don't know if we need any more AEW TV deal news. It's been going on for a really long time.
Every week, Phil. Every week.
We'll get there in the end, and we'll have something actual that we can report on, and then that'll be it for a while. Well, for at least another 5 years or whatever, and then we'll be going through the process all over again. But anyway, he is in a Queen's Flip video on YouTube, and like a bunch of the way through, he kind of bumps into Swerve Strickland on it, and he starts chatting to him. And it's when you watch it, it's an interesting thing, because you're not a bit sure if Swerve knew he was being filmed, although you would assume he did, because he had a camera pointed at his face. So you would assume he knew he was being filmed, but maybe if he knew he was being filmed, whether or not he knew it was going to be used doesn't matter, because he's just speaking very candidly. It's not like any kind of like pretension of character or anything like that. It feels just
it's just like speaking to your mate like in a pub. Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, we're doing this. It just seems very relaxed.
Yeah, and there's like conversation jits all over the place. But the biggest part of it, for us at least anyway, is when he starts talking about AEW, and he's kind of bigging up AEW, talking about how they did the Wembley Stadium, and it was like the first black world champion and the first black wrestler to main event Wembley Stadium and things like that. But then he talks about the TVs, and he says, this is a quote from the video, "We're about to get on Fox. SmackDown's leaving Fox, and we're taking Fox. TNT, TBS, and Fox. We got all three of them." So, kind of big deal of letting slip that there's kind of been rumours about AEW and a potential Fox deal. Fightful Select reported earlier this month that there was rumours about them doing something after SmackDown leaves Fox, and also Ibu of Wrestle Purist kind of just mentioned rumours, not like direct report, but rumours of AEW Shockwave, which is something that they have then trademarked. So it's potential that this AEW Shockwave could be taking either maybe potentially the SmackDown slot on Fox itself, or something to do with Fox on one of their network TV stations at least. But yeah, it's an interesting one just because of the context of the thing. It feels very much more like he's just kind of let something slip rather than this was planned. It definitely wasn't planned.
Yeah, I don't think it was planned, but to be honest, Tony Khan's not been great at this either, has he, over the last like couple of weeks, months. Like, he's been on talk shows with his HBO hat on and everything. Like, HBO was it the Max hat and like the Warner Brothers
and the Warner Brothers Discovery hat.
Yeah, like they're quite. They say it without saying it, but I think in Swerve's case, he's just kind of gone, yeah, we're doing this. And it's like, what? So it's not really that much of a big secret at this point. Everyone's kind of seen where it's going. It looks like that is going to happen. It makes a lot of sense. It's a good move for AEW as well, getting on somewhere like Fox. So, yeah, if you've not seen the clip, check it out, because it's just quite fascinating just seeing someone who's clearly... For me, I think someone's he probably has that many phones and cameras in his face, like day to day when he is going out places. He's probably just like, like, you don't know where it's going to go, whatever it is. Yeah. So he's probably just not taking it on, and just let it out, and it's a funny clip. So check that out if you can. But speaking of like things to go and check out when it comes to AEW, people speaking their mind, speaking their truth, which is clearly what Swerve was doing as well. Thunder Rosa was doing that on X, because Dave Meltzer, obviously the Observer has dropped, the latest Observer, and within that he mentions that Thunder Rosa is now cleared to wrestle again after suffering a concussion, which was presumably during a match, that four-way match on Collision. That was for a shot at Mercedes Money's TBS, not TNT. What am I doing? So many channels. Fox, just my brain scattered around. The TBS Championship. So yeah, he was saying that, and then Thunder Rosa then just attached a link to that particular article, and she posted on X. She put, "Stop lying about my health," in all capitals. Said, "Whoever gave you this information is absolutely wrong. I'm not cleared, and when I am, I will announce it. If you need information, ask me directly." And fair play to her, right? Yeah. You should not assume with this kind of stuff with people's medical health and like all the rest of it. It's just not wise. Don't do it. So she revealed the injury itself when she was on Busted Open Radio. That was earlier this month. And said that she'd be out of action for like a few weeks, but she's not cleared right now. That's and she will let us know. She will let us know whether X, social media, whatever it is. Let Thunder Rosa. She will speak about it. And she's obviously had a bit of a run on Collision. She had that Dion Parazzo feud recently, which was really good. And that got really bloody by the end. And obviously she was at our live show as well, Thunder Rosa. We had a good time there. And she was awesome, just really cool. So yeah, I'm fully behind it. Like just if you don't know the full facts or you've not heard it from like the person's mouth themselves, then just keep your mouth shut. Don't assume these things. It's very sensitive information. I've not got any time for this kind of stuff. So yeah.
Indeed, yeah. I think with Thunder Rosa as well, it's because she's coming off. She had like quite a lot of time out with sort of very complicated health issues, and there was a lot of reports sort of surrounding that about her health that she also called out at the time as well about being absolute positive. So yeah, I'm fair play. Love Thunder Rosa. I love calling these things out. Why the hell not? Obviously going to be a little bit biased towards Thunder Rosa, given that like she was on our live show and things, but still. Yeah, it's one of those things. Don't go speculating about something if, like, just ask the person. She's right there.
Yeah.
she's an open book. she will respond. So yeah, we'll wait and find out. I hope she gets well soon. I hope it's not something else that's tied into whatever her last health thing was. I hope she gets back and ready soon, because she is needed in that AEW women's roster. She's great. Love her.
Look.
That's it. We're finished. There you go.
Good. There we go.
Follow us on the social media things, X and Instagram at Fill My Chambers for me and this guy over here.
And you follow me on X at gmorgan04. I got Instagram at GarethMorgram. And then within that Instagram, there's an at fitness.focus.gm thing that I'm doing, which is my little fitness journal blog helpful thing where I'm lifting weights and just saying silly stuff. So a bit more of this, but I've got a vest on, so it's a good time. I've also got a cat as well now, so there's going to be loads of kitten pictures everywhere. And I know you love that, so go and check that out.
There you go.
Yeah.
So if you want cats and Gareth in a vest, you know where to go.
Yeah,
but most importantly, have yourselves a bloody good day while looking at Gareth's cat and him in a vest, obviously.
You gotta make it weird. It's weird.
I'm gonna make it weird. I'm gonna make it weird.
It's always weird. I'm involved. It's weird. Don't worry about it.